Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. And today I'm going to talk about being under attack for a very long time. So, when you're under spiritual attack for a very long time, then there are certain things that a spiritual healer can discern and make sure that they can heal that off of you. The first thing that they're going to tell you is that the spirit is stubborn. Because a lot of you will think that, staying to yourself and not talking about it, just dealing with the situation or using what you know to get rid of the situation has removed the situation. So in that case, the situation becomes stubborn in your life. It starts to manifest in your life. And one of the major ways that spiritual healers know that a stubborn situation, a stubborn spiritual attack has manifested in your life is because you're having multiple health problems. You're being attacked from the inside out to whatever was sent to you, what was meant to destroy you and destroy your finances and your life. So that is one of the manifestations. And I would say that diabetes, high blood pressure can be, some of the manifestations of, spiritual attacks. Having problems with your eyes, your kidneys, your liver, having fertility problems. Those are certain manifestations of spiritual attacks that people come to me and absolutely say, well, this happened and it was peculiar when, I was 15 or 16. My parents or the orphan parents would do these rituals over me, when I was a very young person, and a lot of times that entails swapping destinies and giving your good destiny to their children or taking your good destiny for themselves. So I deal with a lot of those kinds of spiritual attacks in patients. Financial spiritual attacks where they have been living in poverty, where certain negative entities that cause poverty has been attached to them all their life. They have been living in flooding or rats are coming around them all the time, everywhere that they go. So these are some of the negative energies that I have to heal that is attached to people and has been attached to people for a very long time. And they've been believing that, praying over it with the Christian Bible or pleading the word of Jesus over it is going to heal the situation, when in fact you are dealing with a person who absolutely knew what they were doing, sending malignant energies to you. They were using witchcraft, black magic, voodoo, but the person knew absolutely what they were doing. And society has made you believe that all you have to do is, plead the word of the Bible over your life, and that's going to take care of it. Preaching and praying, yeah, that's good, but first you have to know that you have a very old entity attached to you, the evil eye. And when that kind of stubborn energy is attached to you and it becomes malignant in your life because you haven't fought it, or you haven't fought it correctly, by using the word of God, by praying every day, by make sure that your children pray every day, praying over your family. When you haven't been spiritually defending yourself, then those kinds of attacks become malignant. You'll experience, rejection, the spirit of delay in your life. And you need to absolutely know how to get rid of those stubborn energies. And you cannot do that, like I say, with just sage. You can't do that. You need to be well versed in progressive, how to exercise the negative energy from your life progressively. So you can't, that means that you can't just say, oh, I'm going to hit it with some sage today, and then you don't do nothing about it for another week, another month. No, this will become a spiritual practice in your life, a spiritual ritual to get rid of the negative energy in your life. You will incorporate this in your lifestyle. Taking the spiritual baths, cleansing your house of negative energy, throwing away things that evil may be attached to, things that may have been given to you that negative energy is attached to, causing the financial, the fertility problems, the marriage problems, the problems within your family, your kids. You need to be able to identify the neighbor or the person that's on your job that do not like you, that may have put something down for you, that may have put something in your food at these functions. That's why you don't eat everywhere. So we have to be able to identify also the negative energy that's being attached or sent. So that means that if a person doesn't like you, if they don't like the way that you look, if you look better than them, and they're doing mirror magic, then they're either sending a water spirit or a Jezebel spirit to you. Why would they do that? Because the water spirit is going to drain you of your life. It's going to drain you of the goodness. It's going to cause the rejection. It's going to cause the infertility. It's going to cause the health problem. And we all know what happened to Jezebel, that, when she had to pay for her crimes, she put on her makeup, she had to look good for people. And when they were coming in there to get her, she jumped over, the wall of the palace and fell down into the den of the dogs, and the dogs ate her. So you're going to have different entities eating off your finances, causing problems in your life, in your marriage, on the job. You're going to have different negative energies set up on you when you have the Jezebel spirit. Disease, you're going to have health problems. And you need to know how to get rid of those negative energies. You need to know how to identify them. Sage is not going to do it. It's a good way, to give you clarity of the situation. But once you have clarity of the situation, you need to know how to get rid of it. You need to know how to fight it. You need to know how to exorcise it out of your life. You need to know how to identify the person that's sending it to you, and you need to know how to either send it back or get rid of it out of your life and exercise it out of your life. So those are some of the things that spiritual healers usually have to deal with. Those are the things that I have to deal with on a regular basis. Treating malignant energy, treating stubborn energy, treating energy that has been spoken over a person since they were a child, and removing that as a life coach, healing it, asking them, what could we implement into your life that will, absolutely give you the biggest bang to remove this stagnation out of your life? Do we need to rearrange your furniture, your household? Do you need to know how to address people? We need to be able to exercise the malignant energy. We need to know how to address it. And there is a couple of ways that we approach situations like that. Every person is individual. But you cannot sit up and do nothing and think that, oh, it'll just pass. No, it will, it will fester in your life, and it will become a disease, not only for you and your finances and your love life and your fertility, but it will carry on into your children. So you'll start to see, when you let it fester in your life and you don't do anything about it, when you pleaded the word of the Bible over your evil entity that has been attached by your mother, and it didn't do anything for you, you'll see that your children start going through the same negative energy, same lifestyle that you went through, and it will become a malignant pattern. And therefore, you will need to get your family together, and you will have to pray over them, or the spiritual healer will have to pray over your family in order to get rid of it. And you'll all have to drink the holy water and take spiritual baths. But you cannot do anything and expect that pleading the word of the Holy Bible over your negative energy that's older than the Bible and doing nothing is going to heal the malignant spirit attached to you. So I hope that you have gained some clarity and some understanding from this video. You can leave a comment below. You can contact me. Please donate to my Cash App. You can find that in the description at the bottom of this video. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.